Hey, hello and welcome to the world of Subnautica. So, welcome Subnauticans. I hope if you've already started playing this game, you're enjoying it. If not, then sorry to hear that. I personally think this is an amazing game and I absolutely love it. Um, Doing this video is a little bit of kind of a request from a friend who said he's just sort of kind of been a bit influenced to want to play it, but he wanted to see, after watching my first video, a bit more of the game and less of me babbling on, which is cool. So I've done this one. I've logged into one of the games that I'm playing because I'm a little bit more advanced than the startup game I'm doing with in the videos, because I've got things I need here. In this video, we are definitely going to need, as you can see in the bottom of the screen, I've got an extra storage capacity, which is not so much required for today's video. Shield reinforcements, a little bit of sort of shock resistance to get rid of some of the creatures, and the depth module Mark III. Reason I've got the depth module Mark III is because one of the places we will be going to is the Lost River. The Seamoth will take me so far down, but I have prepared myself a little bit in advance, and I have my prawn suit sitting there waiting for me to transfer over, just so that we can have a look down there. I will be hitting some areas that are quite dangerous with very high levels of threat. I'll try and capture as much of the creatures as I can find, have a bit of a look around some of the biomes, just to give people a feel, and even an area that's probably somewhere that you're never really going to go to unless you choose to, but it actually isn't a bad area to go to. You can actually get quite a few resources. These creatures, as they walk across the ground, seem to manage to pull rocks out from beneath the ground, and it's good for resources for diamonds and lithium, stuff like that. I'll even point out a couple of little bits and pieces. I'm starting at my 0 point, just so that you're aware. This is the shell for 0 point. I do have a beacon inside it, just so that I always know where I am. In this video, I have the compass as well, whereas in the old video I don't, but I will get used to that point. To start with, I think we will go somewhere quite unique in the game, and I mean this really is, as far as I'm concerned, the aliens. Yeah, the proper idea of what an alien is. So we will skim through. As you can see, I've already placed some beacons out, just for the sake of making my life easier in finding these places. Now, I do apologise for the headphones. I noticed last time the volume wasn't too great on without them, so I've decided to improve the volume. I will try and capture as much as I can. There are some bits and pieces I want to keep an eye out for. This site area is great. It's fantastic looking. There is loads of stuff around here that you can. Look at this. They are amazing. I mean, these guys here, they have a 0 threat level. There is not a single bad bone about them. I mean, they are literally the whales of Subnautica. And as you can hear, there's things hitting me. There's these little fish that swim around this area, and they cling onto you and attack you. If they get onto your arm, you've got to cut them off. But these are like big, huge whales. Can you hear that? Scary as hell sounding, but they are really, truly harmless. If you look on their back, they do catch resources as they're floating around. And they normally go around in packs, so there should be some more floating around here somewhere. They're never really ever alone. It's the first time I've ever seen just one on his own. Where's your pals? Come on, man, where's your pals? But they are amazing. They just literally swim around. Anyway, his pals don't seem to be too anywhere near him. He decided to go on his own, which is quite unusual for these guys. I have actually seen them in past games where the game's kind of crashed out slightly. And a couple of them got stuck on rocks, which is a bit sad for them, I suppose. But yeah, nonetheless, this area here, the whole red area, is definitely a place worth visiting. There's a couple of them, and there is loads of scanning things to get. See that little creature there? That's the thing that connects to you, causes you not a lot of damage, but more of a pain than anything else. But they've got some amazing creatures in this place. But where we are going, let's go down. I'm getting a bit of damage, but not much. The places we will be going gets quite deep, as you can see. We are 700 meters away. This place is amazing. These guys here that we're going to see. Oh, look, finally, at last. Right, now, I'm stopping here purposely. See this thing in front of me here? This, to me, is the single most amazing thing that this game ever created. It's basically a time capsule. Now, when you get to the end of the game and you've built your spaceship and you're ready to leave Subnautica, one of the things you get to do is create a time capsule. You put a picture in there, you put a nice little message for people in there, and you've got 4 storage spaces in there that you can place some things in there for another player. Now, when you leave, one of the things you do is you activate and drop the time capsule, and it floats off, it flies off and lands somewhere in the world of Subnautica, and a random player at some point in your future will get your time capsule. I heard somewhere that there's around 30 or 40, something like that, time capsules in every game. I've never found that many. I think the most I've ever found is about 4 or 5, but I'm really pleased I found it in this video. But I am going to get out and go and get it, because these things are amazing. Here we go. Open time capsule. What do I get? Yeah, nice and quite a popular thing to get in these things. It's really not so bad here. Maybe I should have stayed. He's got a picture of his, yeah, of his base and stuff. And there's a little cuttlefish in the corner, worth getting. There's 5 of them on there to get. Jump into here, see what he gave us. He gave us some crystal sulfur. That's pretty cool. He gave us the bear, which I've already got one, which is nice, and another knife, which I kind of already got one. By this point, I never understand why people put the knives, and I'm not grateful for it, but I never really understood why people put the knives in there. By this point in time, by the time you drop a time capsule, or by the time you find a time capsule, the chances are you've already got one. But yeah, so they put these 4 in there. I'm not sure whether they put this in there or not, but I've already got one, and they gave me a knife. Maybe it's 6 spaces, must be, yeah. As you can see, I'm quite set up with that. Right. But yeah, keep your eyes out. They are hard to spot sometimes. Always, one of the reasons why I always say try and swim low. It's always worth a look. Keep your eyes open for them. I'll have to put notes in there now to say time capsule found, just so that people know it's there. But look at this, look. Completely, literally from biome to biome, it just changes. Look at these creatures here, 0 threat. They do no harm to no one. Absolutely beautiful. So well drawn. Such great movement in them. And here we go, back to the big aliens. We're going to be a bit cautious because we're not going to go down into these cave areas just yet. I want to go and check out some more friendly areas first. Minimise the amount of damage I'm going to get, and probably I might need to go back to base at some point just to charge up some power, unless I can get to the Lost River in time. But look at these, look, it's beautiful. Here we go, and we've made it. I mean, these really are the meaning of aliens, really, aren't they? I mean, look at them. These things just stomp around. They are completely 100% friendly. I mean, they do not attack in the slightest. They just stomp around. I think they're called striders. They just stomp around. They drop their own feces, which, if you're here, the feces are really good for your bio chamber to give you energy, if you don't mind handling feces. But normally where they walk, try not to get under their feet. But as you can see, they hit the ground pretty hard. And it'll be the one day they don't bring anything from the ground up, which is typical, really. Here we go. As you can see, they bring the rocks up. In there, you will get lithium, you will get diamonds, that kind of thing. But I think these guys are. Gotta stop hitting rocks. I think these guys are pretty amazing. So worthwhile coming to see just for the sake of it. Yeah, definitely. But there we go, another little area, your first little major area. Let's head to there we go, jellyfish shrooms. Now, the jellyfish shrooms, they're these like kind of water snake type creatures. Their threat level is pretty heavy, in the sense of they really don't want us in their cave, basically. But unfortunately, we need to go down there whether they like it or not. Let's head downwards so we can actually get a view of everything. If I see any other creatures, I will try and point them out to you. Oh, who's hitting them? Oh, right, here we go, guys. Pride of this area, a ghost leviathan. Now, this is 100% threat. They are dangerous. They do not want us anywhere near their area. But don't they look awesome? They just basically want us. They want us for food. They want to eat us. There are many different leviathans, junior leviathans, so on and so on. We will see more. But that, my friends, is the ghost leviathan. They do a lot of damage, and they really don't like us. Right. As you can see, I'm now down to 81% health, which is not too bad because they only hit me from behind. I will get to the jellyfish shrooms quickly, and we will have a look around there, just to show you there's a few bits and pieces in the jellyfish shrooms. But look at this, look. I mean, imagination going wild, isn't it? Oh, we've got to get out of the way. Get out. Get. Right, these guys here, where is he? There he is. These things here are an alien created creature, and this is what they do to you. They teleport you out of your ship and then attack you.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So you really don't need to be anywhere near them. They're the kind of planet defense system created creatures designed to basically eradicate anybody infected with the virus. Let's get back in here quick. Really frustrating. Not massively dangerous from what I could tell. I've never really been massively attacked by them. I kind of try and keep the distance because they're more frustrating in knocking you off of teleporting you out of your ship. But there is a point in the game where you get the cure and you're no longer a threat to them and they get deactivated. I don't really want to go into that too much because you guys have, if you're playing this or looking at this, chances are you may not have got that far. So don't really want to delve into the storyline. I really do think that it's a bit unfair for anybody that hasn't played it. And it's worth having the full experience of playing it. Not too bad. So far we've hit a few. See, now if you find things like this when you're floating around, there's always loads of areas for things to scan. You can go inside some of most of these, and there's more stuff to scan. It's normally pretty good, some pretty good goodies as well. Mostly stuff you can build in your base or upgrade your armory. Make sure that you can survive well. But before we head down into the jellyfish roots, which is where we are now, I am going to do a quick bit of repairing. The threat level in the jellyfish or jelly mushrooms or jelly shroom area is quite high. These things, there's lots of them. They don't really like us too much. Whilst you're down here, if you do get to the point where you come here, you might as well have a scan around and get yourself some magmanite. It's a bit difficult to see in the game, so you kind of do need to sort of pay attention. Isn't it ironic? I come down here and there's none around to see. Here we go, there the guys are. You see these things here? They will attack you, so try not to get too close to them. There's a drowsy base place down here. There's, as you can see, look, we'll just shoot down. You've got, for instance, this here, which has normally has a few bits and pieces on it. If you're careful, you can have a look inside some of these jelly mushrooms, and you may even find an egg for one of these guys to put in your alien containment tank. For those of you that haven't got that far yet, yes, you can get an alien containment tank. There's only so many of the creatures that you can put in it, but yeah, it's worth it. Plus, you're gonna need it because the cuttlefish, the 5 cuttlefish that are in the game, are still in egg form. So you're going to need to hatch them, and to hatch them you need your alien containment tank. So I'm trying to see if I can find any magmanite just to pinpoint it here. You can take the prawn suit down here, you get these big rocks that you can drill into. And so on. Try not to get too close to these guys. They really don't like us. They really don't want us in their area. There's lots of, it's quite a big cave as well. There we go. Some magmanite whilst we're here. We'll jump out. Let's go and grab it. You will need a fair bit of that. It's quite a handy thing to have. Let's see if we can go and check out some of these creatures. As I say, their threat level is quite high. They don't particularly care too much for us. They jump inside the mushrooms. They're not too keen on us.
Seek fluid intake. Vital signs stabilizing.
But hey, there you go. Things ploughing into the ship, causing me small amounts of damage, and we're getting attacked. As you can see, they do quite a bit of damage to us. They really don't like us. So we're going to try and get out of here. Leave them alone for now. And we're back out. Get some repairs done. Right, now we've checked out the big aliens, or those spiders, the jellyfish shrooms we've checked out. There we go, let's go and check out this little dude here. Look, these are reasonably low threat, they don't cause too much damage. They're kind of a bit clumsy, but they will plough into you, they will kind of cause you a little bit of damage, but they're not too bad. Let's head to the Lost River, seeing as we're heading in that direction anyway. Lost River, here we go. Try and stay low. See these things here, look, as you're floating around, these are things you can scan that will help you out building part. That's actually building a part of your scanner room. It's going to be something worth needing. As you can see, the symbol for my prawn suit is sitting there waiting for us. These guys are great, like big sea cows. As you can see, we kind of are heading towards one of the islands. I will cover the islands at a later stage in the game when you get to that point in the getting up and getting started. Now, where we're going is pretty much the highest level of threat. And it's quite dangerous. Here's one of the other red kelp areas. As I said, there's a couple of them. They're good places to come. I mean, low threat levels, high levels in stuff that you can scan. Oh, that was drawn in a bit late. But you know, more of these little dudes. But we are heading to the Lost River. So here we go. This place is amazing. Look at it. Look. Like I said in the past, here we go. This is quite a nice area. But around this area here, there is roughly in the centre a great big, huge one of these mushroom trees. And inside it, you'll find a cuttlefish. I wouldn't go chasing after it unless you've got the ultra high capacity suit and a rebreather and your sea moth just to get you close to it. But look at these guys, aren't they amazing? Here we go. Just trying to avoid these things. But let's venture into the Lost River and have some fun. Like I said, there's plenty of scanning stuff around here as well. It's always worth checking out. But we know we're getting to the Lost River as we start seeing these blue things floating around. You will find plenty of resources around this area. It's quite renowned for it. Bone sharks. These are frustrating, very pack orientated animals. There's normally more than one wherever you are. They get quite dangerous. But the least of your problems in this area, trust me. The absolute least of your problems. Electric-y ones. These are really cool looking. They really captured that whole electricity look. But they do give you a good zap. cause you a good bit of damage. We'll kind of give them a bit of space. But we do need to be careful. There are leviathans around here. There are crab shark things around here that will cause you a fair number of damage. So they can be kind of a little bit frustrating. Right, here we are. We are at the Lost River. You can get the submarine down here. This is probably the best route to get your submarine into the Lost River. I will try and stay centre. Normally, if I was to take you down this way, I would tell you to hug the left-hand wall and be a bit cautious. So we kind of will. We'll have a look around at the same time. But as you can see, these things, they really do kind of give you a bit of grief. They do a number of damage on you as well. Quite a beautiful place. Quite scary. I am actually a little bit nervous because there is a leviathan around here somewhere. I always seem to bump into him. There's a few alien bases around here. A lot of heat resources, general resources. You will find crystalline sulfur down here. You will find the stuff for your radiation, and kyanite, which is something you will need much later in the game. But when you come down here and you see some things like this, look. Sheer audacity that they put this in there. It's not the only one that's in there. There's loads of some bigger ones than that in there. Really does kind of make you wonder what was here for it to be so big. There we go. I do need to be a bit cautious because I don't really want to go too deep down into this part on my Seamoth. Mostly because... Right guys, now I'm back. I've hopefully deleted that changing over part. Be careful of this green stuff. Now I'm back in my prawn suit, we're okay. But this green stuff, if you're not in a spacesuit of some kind, then it will cause you continuous damage. Not massive amounts, but it will do it. I've got my prawn suit already set up so that we can get moving into the game. And we'll check out a few creatures down here. And there we go, there's one. As you can see, there is a leviathan ahead of us. Now, unfortunately, with the prawn suit, he's got limited. There we go, hang on. He don't like us, so we kind of give him some space as we head down into the lava pit, where there are more creatures that don't like us. I'm heading to this here. This is what we call what's called kyanite. You will be needing some of this, and you will need the prawn suit to get to it. There we go, another one of the Reapers is bouncing around the place. It's probably trying to catch up with us. Bit of a pain. They really are annoying, especially when you're in a high dangerous area. It's one of the many harmless creatures around. As you can see, there are alien bases and stuff like that around here. But there is one specific creature I am looking for down here. I'm a little bit nervous because he does do a fair amount of damage. I mean, this guy is such a bad guy. Remember, we're underwater, and this guy is such a badass guy that he can fire he can shoot fireballs underwater and still cause you a lot of damage. I mean, seriously, come on. I can hear him. He's here somewhere. I'm reckoning he knows he's on camera. Oh, go away from me, will you? But look at this, look. More creatures. I'm gonna have to pop out and quickly get some repairs done. Here he is. Here's the big dude himself. And he is, yeah, very, very hard work. He literally just plows fireballs at you. See if I can get close enough to not get destroyed. But look at that. Look, I mean, pure amazement. As he just casually swims around. This is his domain, and he don't like us. So let's see if I can get up here. I might be able to find a better view of him. Right, welcome back, guys. We are at the final point of things to look at. I figured we'd come down here and seek out this dude here. He's a little bit easier. This is roughly the final part of the game, or the final location. There is not many creatures down here, but enough. It is an intense area. Unfortunately, this lava suit, even with the reinforced shell, is going to cause you some damage. But this is the guy we've come here to see. So we'll try and get closer to him without him causing too many problems to us. And I don't really want to venture too deep into this part because, well, I don't really want to activate too much of the storyline. But look at this guy here, look. I mean, seriously, this guy is just awesome. And he fires fireballs at you. Like that. But he is beautiful, amazingly drawn, more problems than you'll ever want to know, and does an excessively large amount of damage. I am trying my hardest to stay away from him, but yeah, nonetheless, I think for now I can safely say I would like to make that the end of this video, because it's going to take me a while to get back out of here. Let me just quickly plot up somewhere safe, where I'm not going to get eaten or... save me resaving the game. Alright. So guys, girls, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me the thumbs up if you loved. If you did, subscribe and maybe get the updates on when I get some more on the go. This is one of the many videos I'm hoping to do on Subnautica. eventually maybe even going into below zero. Um, this was just creature finding, biome looking, and just a general look and feel at the game. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I can figure out how to edit it properly so I can remove out some of the dead time and shorten the video because I don't really want this one too long. And yeah, hope to see you all again soon. Thank you for watching.